episode of Uvaacha, the interesting part today with Swami Virupaaksh ji. We welcome you, Swami ji, again today in the series. We all would like to know that how your experience has been in this 21 years with this organization and with our Gurudev.
Yeah. At the outset, I would like to say that this is a never-ending journey. Okay? There is no end to learning from a guru, from your master. Okay? I believe this journey goes for lifetimes. It is not just at this point in time. Okay? Yes, we have a guru with us, we have a living master, and we are so fortunate that we are able to listen, see and hear and interact with the master in our lifetime. So I would say it is a continuing journey, and I feel that even in the past we were with Gurudev. I believe in that. We were with him, we are with him now, and we will be so with him in the future also. So, if you are asking me, can you share your experience of 21 years? I would say 21 years is nothing. I'm still a student. I'm still a volunteer with the Art of Living Foundation. I'm still a teacher of all the programs that Gurudev has designed. So, I would like to say that whatever knowledge you have received, whatever experiences one may have gone through, I believe that everything leaves you in the present moment. Anything, all your past, see, all that has happened till now, it has come and left us right now in this program of Uvaacha. Whatever has happened in the last 50 years, whatever, it is all over now. And it has brought us here right now, this moment. We are sitting here and I am talking to you. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So, the beautiful part that I love, one of the most cherished knowledge points that I love about Gurudev is about the present moment. Is about the present moment. And the essence of the Vedas, if you see, the essence of the Vedas is about being in the present moment. Our beautiful pujas that we have, the chantings, the mantras, the meditation, even the seva that we do, ultimately, I tell you, it is an experience of coming to the present moment. So, there's a very beautiful story. There used to be one small ashram, and there was a master with 10 disciples staying in that ashram. And after a few years of starting that ashram, and many of the disciples and devotees kept coming and going in this saint's ashram. So one day the master was giving an audience. He was giving a darshan to all the devotees who had come. So there was one man standing there, and he looked at that man, and the master asked him, he said, "What do you do?" And then that man said, "I've been working in your kitchen for the last 8 years, and you don't remember me?" So then again the master looked at him and he asked, "Which kitchen do you work in?" So then this man said, "I work in your ashram kitchen." And then the master said, "Oh, is it so?" So he says, "How long have you been working?" He said, I've been working in your kitchen for 8 years in your ashram and you don't remember me. And he gets so angry and that boy leaves. Okay? And then after that in the evening, the master is sitting there and he laughs and he says, look, he's not even learned after 8 years. After living in the ashram for 8 years, this man has not even learned to be in the present moment. He says, see, he got so angry. And then the master says, I was only acting. So you see how it is so beautiful that masters use different techniques. They use different techniques to help you to come to the present moment. Isn't it? Such wonderful knowledge in the last many years that we have all received from Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar Ji. Isn't it?
Yes.
Such amazing knowledge that we have. And I believe it's very important that even though you're a teacher, you are a student every moment.
Yes.
It's only then there is evolution in life. Otherwise, the day we stop learning, then there's no evolution. Isn't it?
Yeah.
If we are stuck in that space of, yes, I know it now. And if someone says, oh, I've been here with my master for 20 years, I've been for 30 years. Okay? But then, you may have been for 20 years, 30 years. But can you be in the present moment? That is the beauty of living with a master, of being with a master, being in his physical presence.
We have been listening to Master from so many years, and there has been a different wisdom and knowledge he has given. So, any particular knowledge or a part of a story from him which has taken a very deep roots in your heart, and it creates most of you what you are today.
In fact, I tell you, it is the totality of all the knowledge that makes your personality. Okay, it's a totality of many things. It's a totality of your experiences. It's a totality of your interactions with people, in different settings, in different environments. It is your application of the knowledge also. Okay, this reminds me of a very nice story. When I first came to the ashram, in 2002, 2003, when I first came to the ashram, after a few months in 2003, I was one of the administrators of the ashram. Okay, and I had come fresh from the corporate world. Or maybe I should say I had come tired from the corporate world. Okay? So I had come tired from the corporate world and fresh into the Art of Living ashram in Bangalore, this place. Okay? And in 2003, when he made me the administrator, there were lots of responsibilities that I had to handle as an administrator of the ashram. And I remember particularly this instance where there was a conflict between two people. Okay? A conflict between two people. And in that situation, from my little understanding, I realized, yes, that one person was wrong and that other person was right. So I had almost concluded. Okay? And Gurudev was abroad then. I think he was in the US that time. He was abroad. And then a week down the line, Gurudev got back to the ashram. He came here. And then somehow this story of this conflict between two people who were in the ashram, went to him. It reached him somehow. So he called me and he said, why did you think that this other person was wrong? He asked me, he said, why do you think that the other person was wrong? So I said, Gurudev, I spoke to both of them, and then I felt that this other person was wrong, and the one whom I thought was right was absolutely correct. So he said, did you evaluate the situation in its totality? Do you think what you concluded was right? I said, yes, Guruji, I was right in that. So then I realized that Gurudev had spoken to both these people who were parties to that conflict. He had already spoken to them, and he knew that my decision was wrong. So Gurudev didn't tell me that I was wrong. So he made me understand that situation in a very beautiful way. So he said, okay, come sit down. He said, sit here. Okay, so I sat down. He said, see, when you are handling a situation, there is one thing you should take into consideration. A very important thing. He said, see, look, you're standing near a hill. Okay, you're standing at the base of the hill. Okay, so for example, you're standing in the north direction of the hill. So he said, if you're at the north direction of the hill, you do not know who is coming up the hill from the south, or you do not know who is coming from the east, or you do not know who is coming from the west, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're standing at one point, so you do not know the situation. So he said, in a conflict situation, you should be able to look from the top of the hill like this.
Wow.
And this is exactly, he said, you should be able to look from the top like this. And then he says, when you look from the top, then you know who is coming from the east, who is coming from the west, who is coming from the south. So he gave such a beautiful example and a lesson for me at that point in time, wherein he said, this stops you from being prejudiced. This stops you from being biased towards one person. This stops you from being favorable towards one person. So he said, if you do not look from the top, how will you know from what position, from what issue or background or platform that person is coming from and he has committed a mistake? Yeah. Though my being in corporate life for about 10 years, okay, the perspective that he brought to this particular situation, and in a very beautiful, simple manner. I learned a lesson out there, and then I said, yeah, when you look at the situation from the top, when you listen to all the parties to the conflict, your decision will be totally different. And I think this is one of the beautiful points that decision makers should learn. In situations of conflict, we sometimes just decide and we say, this is what it is. We conclude, ye aisa hi hai. So this is one of the beautiful moments. I remember that I learned a very beautiful point, that in times of conflict, learn to look at a situation from the top. In its totality. It is a beautiful metaphor he used. To look at it in its totality. That you have heard out everyone who is part of the conflict. Isn't it? So in that situation, he probably felt that I did not listen to one person's point of view. So there are many such situations where I have learnt from Gurudev a lot of beautiful lessons. Like for example, once he told me, this is a very, very touching thing for me, that story that happened to me, in my experience with Gurudev. This was on another occasion. I used to be very tough and hard with people, and sometimes when I look back, I realize, maybe I need not have been so tough, on that situation. So one day he called me and he said, see, listen, if someone has done a mistake, he said, give him a little window to escape. I said, wow, this is an interesting viewpoint.
Yeah.
He said, when you know that the person has realized that he or she has made a mistake, he says, give that person a small window to escape. And then he looked at me and he smiled and he said, but sometimes I think, you just want to beat that person and beat that person and beat that person. He said, when you allow that person a small window to escape, he said, that is your compassion. He said, that is your compassion. He said, when you have educated the person, he said, then allow the person a little window to escape. If he wants to. Otherwise, you hold to that person and then you make that person feel guilty, you make the person feel sad. And I really liked it when Gurudev, taught me that lesson in such a natural and lovely way. He said, allow the person to escape. And I was like, wow. Then your heart becomes more softer. That is a human value. Compassion. That was one of the first lessons of compassion that I learned from Gurudev directly. He said what? Allow the person to escape. But after you have educated the person. After you have educated the person. Isn't it so beautiful?
Yeah, Swamiji. Both the sutras are like life-changing sutras.
That's exactly what happened to me. After that, I realized I started becoming much more compassionate towards people. Not that, it's not in the context of that someone does something drastically wrong and you allow him to escape. No. You're not saying that. Say, educate the person and allow the person to escape. Otherwise, what happens? He says, otherwise the other person is reeling in guilt. He's reeling in self-blame. He's reeling in self-doubt. And you're not allowed that person to grow from that situation.
Yes.
So this was about 17 years ago. This happened. So this is the evolution, the beauty of being with a guru, being with a master. You learn from situations.
Yeah. That's very different. The way the first one is bird-eyes view over the conflict, like look from the top, and another one is allow a person to escape from the mistake. These 2 points are very much, we all should make a note of.
It's not exactly allow the person to escape from the mistake, it's allow the person the freedom. Okay, after he has realized he has made the mistake.
Okay.
It's not about allowing the person to just make the mistake and then you just look over it. No, it's not about that.
Yes. So the more it can be more it can be more understood as a being compassionate. How you can be compassionate and you can give a window to that person to grow.
Correct. Yeah.
So definitely we all should take this sutra in our life and let's roll it in our life and see what changes it bring in our life. So Swamiji, with this we would also like to know your perspective on Gurudev, on how you look to Gurudev, how you take his teachings, as in like, see, many times we think, okay, Gurudev is this, Gurudev is that personality, or he has been, he has been with us for so many years. But, what is your point of view towards him? Like, what kind of relationship you share with him? What he is for you?
Frankly, I do not wish to give a label to it.
Okay.
Because, over a period of time, I have observed that sometimes Gurudev has been a friend to me. Okay? Sometimes he has been, you can say, the compassionate one to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Sometimes he has put me through tough situations so that I learn from it and come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I love that aspect also. He gave you some tough situations to handle when I thought, why is he putting me in such a situation? So I've seen different aspects of him, beautiful aspects of him, from where you grow and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
From where you grow and you learn. Once I remember there was a situation which he was dealing with, and I happened to be there in that room, and he asked this person, he said, look, if you want, I can take away that karma from you now. If you want, I can remove this karma right now. He said, but if I do that now, you will remain like a bonsai plant. You will not grow. You know the bonsai plant?
Yeah.
Which is small and stunted. It doesn't grow. So he said, if you think if I have to take you out of this situation now, he said. And then he asked that person, do you want to be a bonsai plant? Or do you want to grow into a beautiful tree and blossom?
Mm-hmm.
He said, you choose. And then that man told him, Guruji, I want to learn from this situation. You see, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
No? So Gurudev makes you blossom into a beautiful tree, even if you are facing obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever situations you may be going through, whatever challenges you may be going through, I tell you, be on the path, stay the course.
Mm-hmm.
Sit on the train. Do not get off the train, come what may. I've been through so many ups and downs and situations where I've learned. Gurudev sent me to Sri Lanka in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then I was there for the entire duration of the war that happened in Sri Lanka. And I had lots of learnings from there also. Like Gurudev himself often says, he says, yes, the master will also put doubts in you. To see how strong you are, you can use the knowledge, you can use the techniques of meditation, of breathing, sudarshan kriya, pranayam, yoga. You use all those techniques and rise above. Isn't it? So the whole journey with the master, you cannot, it's not so easy to put it in so many words. You just have to go through it. You just have to go through it. You need to have the faith in yourself that yes, come what may, I will come out of the situation. So that is what I would say, being with the master is so important. Come what may. Come what may. 108 excuses may come, 108 doubts may come. You know that beautiful story of one master who had a little ashram on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a master, a saint, who had his little kutir on a hill. And then one day, as the master's devotees were coming up the hill, there was a man at the base of the hill who would tell all the devotees, "Where are you going? Are you going to see the master?" He said, "Don't go. The master is not good." So that man standing at the foot of the hill, would talk all sorts of negative things, bad things and all that. So some people would listen to it and run away back home. They would go home. Okay. So one day one man came, and this man stood at the foot of the hill. He told this man, he said, "Where are you going? You're going to see him?" He said, "No, don't go. Go back home." So he would talk all the negative things and wrong things about the master on top, sitting on the hill. And then one day this man said, "What nonsense are you talking? I want to go and meet your master. Let me go." So he went up the hill, he opened the door of the kutir, and the master was sitting there. And he said, "Come, come." So then this man told the master, he told the guru, he said, "Who is that man standing down there? He's talking all negative things about you. How can he do that?" And then the master says, "I only kept him over there." He says, "I only made him sit over there and tell people whatever he wants." He said, because the one who knows that, okay, what this man is talking is not worth believing, and the one who is strong is the only one who can climb up the hill and come to the master. He said, it's only the strong people who will come to a guru, a master. That the weak ones will run away.
That's such a beautiful story, Swamiji. And it feels like we keep listening to you and the experiences you have. As you said, it's a never-ending journey. It's keep on learning. You have to keep learning throughout this lifelong. So with that note, keeping all these points in our heart and the learnings, especially whenever the doubt comes in us, it is because he wants us to have doubts so that we come out more stronger. Our belief becomes more stronger. So
yes, it strengthens your own faith. It strengthens faith in yourself also.
Yeah. Just at this point when you were explaining it, I got this realization happened, and it was nice interacting with you, Swamiji. I hope all the viewers have enjoyed both the sessions. We will see you again on upcoming Wednesday with another wonderful personality. Stay tuned. Jai Gurudev.